And we're getting ready to start our show live at Schaumburg Kia at 1100 East Golf Road. Special shout out to our friends out here at 1100 East Golf Road. We'll be right back with Toby Keith. Hey, good morning. It's Steve Tomaszewski. We're coming to you live today from Schaumburg Kia, 1100 East Golf Road. Bob Orman dealership. A special shout out to all our troops out there around the world. You are not forgotten. We got Toby Keith playing right now in the background. What an exciting day. The summer went by. It's already the beginning of September, after Labor Day. One of the best questions we get all the time is, hey, Steve, do you know anybody? I'm looking to buy a new or a used car. I'm just not sure. And I go, well, of course. I know the Bob Orman Dealer Group. And, you know, we get a chance all the time to come out, and I get approached by dealers every day, and they're like, oh, can you get me some business? And it's not like that with the Bob Orman Dealership Group. Here, as in any of the Bob Orman Dealership Groups, the nice thing is, there we go, is that you got people who will sit and talk with you. You might be looking for a new vehicle. You might be looking for a pre-driven. You might be looking for a pre-driven certified. Depends what your budget is. So today we're going to be covering, right after Toby Keith gets on with a song here in a minute, so we can all hear it. We're broadcasting on 3 live stations today, not only SFTVR.com, but also YouTube channel live and live stream live, which is back on our internet channel at SFTVR.com. So a lot of great things happen. We'll have a short recap for the summer, and want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to take a look at a new or used vehicle, not only at this Bob Orman dealership, but at all of them. And you can just walk in, say, hey, I'm a friend of the Soldiers family. Heard your show there. We know Steve. If you come in here, you can ask for Kirk. You can ask for Dave. You can ask for Tom. You can ask for Dan. You can ask for Mike. You know, it's like, hey, you're a friend as you walk in any one of the Bob Orman dealerships here in the Midwest. Now ranked, I believe, the 11th largest. And, you know, people ask me about my glasses all the time. And we say, well, I keep those for a reason. I started with them a little bit over 2 years ago. And just a few months ago, they broke, as you can see. And then it's like, well, why don't you get a new pair? Well, I got a new pair, and people called and say, hey, where's your old glasses? So I've kept them. And that's just being polite. So we're just coming up to the end of the Toby Keith song here. We're going to whip this microphone back on right now. There we go, and say thanks to Toby Keith and everybody out there today. What an exciting, exciting day. And again, a special thanks to Schaumburg Kia, my little friend here, Hamstar. Okay, hi Hamstar. Hope you all can see him. Hamstar, hey, there he is. There you go, our little buddy. And you can see up behind us here at Kia Motors, a proud partner of the Chicago Blackhawks. How exciting is that? Wow. And if you turn around again, you look to the other side, you see Kia Smart Move, and we got some celebrities coming on the show today on the Soldiers family. So one of the first things we want to look at is already, believe it or not, the 2013s are starting to come into focus. So we're going to spend a little bit of time on new cars. Then we're going to actually go outside in the parking lot and be reading right off the window stickers of cars you can actually come in and look at today. I'm sitting right next to, and we're going to turn this. There it is. There it is. And just tune that down just a little bit. And I'm sitting right next to this beautiful 2013 Kia Optima SX. And the color is snow white with pearl black interior. And here's what I really like to look at it when you get a chance to come in here to Schaumburg Kia at 1100 East Golf Road. You save $1,350 in fuel cost over 5 years. Now that's what's really exciting. You know, you got to start here today. Fuel prices will go up and down, but when you start with a vehicle that has a estimated city of 22 and as high as 34 miles per gallon, isn't that where you want to start? Think about that, 34. You know, back in the day when we're growing up, you know, gas was 69 cents a gallon, $1.69 a gallon. More recently, $2.69 a gallon. Now over $3 to $4 and sometimes higher. So it is no longer, you know, an inconvenience to stop at the station and fill up for 5 minutes. It's an event. So here at Schaumburg Kia, 1100 East Gulf Road, I think that's where you start. It's a good place to start. And a vehicle like this already, you know, is listed out for $37,707. And it's a good starting point. So it's like, do I really want that vehicle? Is that the exact one that I'm looking for? Hey, you may not be sure. And what's really nice about all that, I'm going to get Hamster back in the shot here. There we go. Our little buddy is just making sure that no matter what you're looking for, that, you know, Schaumburg Kia is the place that you want to be. So let's look at a couple of vehicles that are going to be hitting the streets here today. And the first one we're going to be looking at is called the Sportage, 2013. And what's really unique about it here at 1100 East Gulf Road are all the great, you know, accessories. And you're going, you know what? I should have got that when I got a new car. People don't really think about it. Maybe a remote start, a Kia adapter cable for all your computer needs, a universal electronic holder for if you want an additional GPS. You know, most of these cars do come with GPS or some type of GPS services, and obviously USB and MP3 inputs, but and floor mats, but you might want all-weather floor mats to protect the carpet itself. An ash cup for some of you who still may smoke, believe it or not. How's that? You even have that in there. You have the crossbars that come up on top, the roof cargo attachment, the roof cargo box. I'm going to show you that real quick because in the logistics, this is probably, you know, some of the things go, you know what? I know it's a big vehicle on a Sportage, but I want to make sure I might have just that extra little bit of room and a tow hitch bike attachment. Okay? And it's like, you know, do I need this? You may not need it today, but think about this. You may need it tomorrow, next week. Right now, we're thinking that most people, you know, are buying these vehicles, you know, for long-term investment. It used to be we get a new car every 1 or 2 years, and, you know, that's the way you would deal with it. And it would be like, okay, you know, things are well. It is not like that anymore. But what I do hear more and more today, even at automotive aftermarket places, 9 out of 10 times they're looking to push those vehicles up over 200,000 miles. Most of the warranties here today, you know, will give you your 60 to 100,000 mile warranty and beyond if you request it. So don't forget, that's a pretty important thing. Another vehicle we're going to be looking at here shortly is the 2013 Rio. And what a beautiful vehicle that you're looking for an entry level. This might be maybe your first car, and you're a first-time car buyer. And it's like, hey, you know, where can I get an entry-level price somewhere under $15,000? The 2013 Rio. That's where you can start. One of the next vehicles, which is very popular with my little friend Hamstar here, and that's the 2013 Soul. Now that vehicle rocks and rolls. Very, you know, I'll say eclectic, you know, in my terms to go through it. And when we're looking at this, you can get additional things again, and it's nice because everybody wants to make theirs unique. So we're kind of keen in, not only is it a vehicle, you know, a good starting vehicle here, you know, with the Soul, very hip vehicle, very fun to drive, but you might want to get a few things. And I'm looking at this. You can get additional body graphics on this vehicle. That's pretty neat. In addition, you can get a car cover. You know, you're going to leave it outside overnight or over a weekend. You know, take care of the vehicle. A rear lid spoiler, a rear wing spoiler, a splash guard, splined lug nut kit, excuse me. Sport visors, sunroof deflector, touch-up paint pen, wheel locks. You know what? That is probably the number one thing I'll say that you should get is the wheel locks. These are great vehicles, and you really don't want someone taking advantage of you if you're driving somewhere, no matter where you're at. You know, the wheel locks themselves are not that expensive. So, again, for a few dollars, that'd be a great option accessory to get. Cargo liner, cargo logic tray, cargo net, cargo organizer, carpet floor mats, door sill plates, garment navigation unit built in. So You can take these vehicles starting, as I say with our friend here, Mr. Hamstar. Thank you, Mr. Hamstar. That's exciting. And just, decorate the vehicle, if you will, with the options and accessories that you want. No one has to tell you exactly what you're looking for to see if we can get the Chicago Blackhawks back in there. And we have a real, not only the 4-door, but now we have the real 5-door, coming up. We're going to be looking at out in the parking lot here in just a few minutes. And so, what is it that you need? What are your driving styles? And I think the first thing, and let's go to the rest of them here, including the 2012 Forte. And here's a beautiful vehicle, a beautiful sedan. It's got that lovely St. Louis arch in the background. And you get a chance. So when you come into Schaumburg Kia at 1100 East Gulf Road, you get the chance to sit down, drive the vehicle of your choice. And we're going to start off here just in a minute. But one thing I want to certainly talk about is the certified, pre-certified used vehicles that are available here at Schaumburg Kia and all Bob Rohrman dealerships. Have a brand new dealership that just opened, Roarmax, right on Higgins Road, right off of Roselle. So always exciting, something new at Bob Rohrman. But we're going to start off with financing today. And one of the best things that I can give you advice in financing is, what is your budget? I want you to think about that. The long and short of it is, we all walk into the candy store and we're going to buy a candy bar and we come out with $20 worth of candy. A vehicle can be that way too. I would say, number one, preset your budget. That's a great thing. I mean, what you're really thinking about in that case all the time is, do I want to spend $150 a month? Do I want to put money down? How is your job status? Well, I've been on the job for 7 years. Everything's good. And, our company's doing well. You have to ask those questions today. And, for some of you out there, you're kind of saying right off, well, I can afford more than that. The next thing you want to be looking at is, should I purchase or should I lease? Number one and number two. Okay, number one, you come from a family, I want to own it. That's fine. Then, get your $5,000 out, put the money down. You can get easily financing here through Kia Motors Acceptance Corporation, any one of the major banks that they have here, many, 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 or your own financing. If that is something built in your mind that you have to have that, or just write a check for $10,000 or $15,000. You can do that too. I'm going to caution you and say the economy is always, what it is. So why don't you think about this? Why don't you think about our number two recommendation? Our number two recommendation is lease with option to buy. Steve, what does that mean? Well, there you go. Let's start right there. Lease with option to buy. Let's say that you don't have a car to trade in, you found a $15,000 vehicle, and right now with all the great financing that's up there today, they have zero down, zero first payment, and no first payment due. Now, you're always liable for the license, title, and tax. Now, you can put that in the payment. So let's use a roundabout number of $159 a month with license and title tax down. And you're going to be negotiating the price of the car in a lease just as you would a purchase. So let's just, for the case of example only, talk about leasing a $15,000 vehicle for 3 years. A lot of great promotions on right now. A lot of people don't know this. When the vehicles turn from September to December and the new models start coming out, they're actually better off leasing a 2013 than a 2012. Now, you will probably get a better discount on a 2012, but in the case of a lease, you'll get a better payment on a 2013 because the resale value will be higher. So, how does the lease work with a lease with option to buy? Let's say you even put down the license, title, and tax, and your payment is $159 a month. At the end of 3 years, you have the right to purchase that car at a predetermined price called the residual value, or turn the vehicle back in with normal wear and tear. Well, Steve, what's normal wear and tear? Hamstar, what's normal wear and tear? Oh, I'll tell you, Steve. What's that, Hamstar? Okay. Normal wear and tear is that you'll probably be driving 12 to 15,000 miles per year. Okay. And that, dings but no major damage to the car. Now, since it's only 3 years old, you've been properly maintaining this. Think about that. You're taking it back to the dealer. It's under warranty. Everything's covered. Everything's covered. It's kind of like after your first year in college, what a great college president. Second year on campus, get yourself a Kia Soul or a Kia Sportage or a Kia Forte or a Kia Rio, around $159 a month for your son or daughter, maybe even your mom or dad. No more worries going back and forth to school. Think about that. What can I get them to help my son or daughter in college? How about a brand new Kia Rio? How about a brand new Kia Soul? How about a brand new Kia Forte? How about a brand new Kia Sportage? $159 a month. You decide the vehicle. You decide the options. The more options that you get, the higher the lease price. Think about that. But now here's a great thing. They made it through their first year of college. I'm going through that myself right now. I have a daughter in high school getting ready for college. What can I get her? Now, they can have a college off-campus car at college off-campus. Probably the first year a little too distracting. That's just what it is. Get through the basic remedial courses for your first year. And if you're going to a local and or community college, that is exactly what you might need. Is that Kia Soul? Is that Kia Rio? Is that Kia Sportage? Is that Kia Optima? Right there. Go through there. And, figure $139, $159, $179 a month. What a better vehicle to get for dependability. Dad, my car won't start. Mom, my battery's dead. I'm at school. Can you come get me? Well, for peace of mind, and you're saying to yourself, and if you're able to afford it, you got to think about that too. Maybe the deal is you make half the payment with your son or daughter, and or you co-sign. First-time car buyer. You know what? I'm going to make sure that you get to school and you get back to your dorm or to where you're living every day. $139 a month. Heck, I've heard prices at the Bob Warman Dealer Group for under $100 a month. Again, depending on the vehicle, make and model, year, trade-in. What if you have a trade-in? Now, don't be embarrassed if you have a trade-in that's a couple of years old and has over 100,000 miles on it. We're going to be looking at cars today, right out here in the parking lot, as you can see me pointing out here. Right, Hamstar? Okay. Me and Hamstar are going to go out in the parking lot. But one of the great things out there today is that you might be looking for a pre-driven vehicle. We're going to be crossing that on Blog Talk Radio this morning. Just go to our website at SFTVR.com, if you will. If you're watching us on live stream right now, special thanks to our friends out here at Schaumburg Kia, 1100 East Gulf Road. Heck, I can see Woodfield Shopping Center from here. Isn't that exciting? You can go right out there. Woodfield Shopping Center, right on the corner of 53 and Higgins, between Higgins and Gulf. That's a big intersection, just west of Route 53. And me and Hamstar, we're going to be here this morning. Come on out, 1100 East Gulf Road, and talk with Kirk Blankenberg and say, Kirk, got a question for you. I'm looking for a vehicle for myself. I'm not sure what it is. You walk right up to the front desk, right up there, and as people are there right now, and you're saying, hey, you walk right in the front door, right up to the front desk, you got your questions, you got the red, white, and blue balloons going here this morning, and say, I'm looking for a vehicle. I'm really not sure which one I'm looking for, but the long and short of it is, at Schaumburg Kia, 1100 East Gulf Road, you're going to get the deal of your life. And it's like you've got a friend here, and you say, look, and everybody, has a friend at the Bob Warman Dealership Group. But if you want to give them a call, give them a call. We have the website right up here, right now, right on our screen, www.schaumburgkia.com. How easy is that? And you can just say, hey, got to quit. You can look through the whole inventory. There are hundreds of cars out here, hundreds. And you're going, gee, which one do I pick? Well, you know what? Walk right in. Walk right up. You can talk to Hamstar. You can walk right up to the front desk. You can walk right up to this 2013 Optima sitting right here on the showroom floor and say, hey, I want to drive that car. Okay, fine. What are you going to need? You're going to need a driver's license and an insurance card. There you go. And one of the nice things, too, is you can always look for the vehicles right online. How simple is that? So, you can say, hey, I'm a friend of Steve Tomaszewski's from the Soldiers family. We're looking for a vehicle. Can you help me? Now, Kia Motor is a proud partner of the Chicago Blackhawks. So if you're a Blackhawks fan, God bless you. And if you're not, oh, come on in. They'll still be friendly anyway. Hamstar is here today, one of our friends. All the great vehicles. And start looking at the Kia Sportage, the Kia Rio, the Kia Soul, the Kia Forte. I mean, it's endless. The Kia Optima and the new Kia Optima Hybrid. That's pretty exciting. So, or you give them a call. Hey, I got a quick question for you. Directions? Real easy. Type in 1100 East Gulf Road in Schaumburg, 60173, and away that you go. You've got the best miles per gallon. It's a smart move sales event. I'm looking around the showroom here, and over 100, 200 cars in stock, and in the Bob Lorman dealership group, over 4,000 vehicles in stock. And now the story goes again, as you remember, I had a son home on leave from the military last year around Thanksgiving, and he was in Texas. He actually found a car at the Bob Lorman dealer group, and he had called it was sold, and he said, we'll keep in touch. Well, the day after Thanksgiving, they had called, said, hey, we do have a vehicle. It just came in the day before. We're getting it prepped. Would you like to see it? Literally, we went into Schaumburg Kia, Schaumburg Honda. We wound up. They said the vehicle is actually at Arlington Acura, which is a Bob Lorman dealership group. And so it's up there. The car was up and running. It was warmed. It was cleaned. Wound up driving it. I drove it back to Texas for my son. He had to drive back. And it was a Honda Civic Hybrid, a 2007, if I remember correctly. So, I lived the dream here at the Bob Lorman dealership group at SchaumburgKia.com. This is what's important. So we're going to get one more friend here over here. We're going to grab and see it. Hold on. Don't go. And we got another friend joining us. Look who's here. Hey, it's one of the Hamstars. It's one of the Hamstars. Isn't that exciting? So, you come on in and have a little bit of fun at Schaumburg Kia. See one of the Hamstars. It's up here today. We got the other one standing right next to him. Everybody's here. And you say, hey, where's one of the Hamstars? Well, it's not me. Where's Steve? He's like a Hamstar. And it's like, okay, just a little bit of fun to go through. We're going to put that back out real quick. So you can tell it's a live show. We appreciate it. And now, if you're watching the show, and it's not Saturday morning, if you will, at, here we go, 10:53, then we have to say to you September 8th, and you're watching this September 9th or 10th or October, you've got to say, gee, I wonder if that vehicle's still there. I am looking for a Kia. I am looking for an Optima. I am looking for a Sportage. Then call this number, 847 908-0502, 847-908-0502. Or go to, and I'll put this back up on the screen right now, www.SchaumburgKia.com. How simple is that? People walking in and out, great salespeople here today. Always here. They are available. You can hear all the excitement that's going on here today at Schaumburg Kia. It's a great place to be on Saturday, September 8th, and take a look at the inventory. I'm not sure. You can call and say, hey, I just was online. Now, 9 out of 10 times, I will tell you this, 9 out of 10 times, if it's on the website, it's available. But you can make that call, and here's the call, 847-908-0502. We're going to flip that up there real quick, too. So let's do that. And this is what's great about the show. And it's, we'll do Kia. And 1-847-908-0502. And we're going to enter that. There we go. And we're going to put that up on the screen. So, you're talking about, and that's what's great about a live show. I'm going to be out in the parking lot shortly. But, give Kirk a call. What a great day here to be at Schaumburg Kia, 1100 East Gulf Road, Schaumburg, 60173. Go to that website. We'll keep flashing this up for you here again. www.schaumburgkia.com. Real easy to get to. And it's like, gosh, you know, I'm going to finally do this. You can walk right in. You can see Hamstar. You can see all the salespeople up here. You go right up to the front desk and say, I got a question for you. I'd like to test drive this brand new 2013 Kia Optima. Right there. It's standing right next to you. Can I test drive that? Sure you can. Again, bring in your driver's license and a current insurance card. Go out. Or if you don't want to drive, you can actually have the salesman test drive it for you and say, well, I'd rather you drive it. It's a new car. I'm not comfortable. What works for you? What works for you, the client? Think about that. You're the client. You're going, okay. So now let's go back and review a couple things that we're doing. And number one, as we always say to people, you know, what are your thoughts about buying a vehicle? Is it going to be a new vehicle? Then set a budget. My budget is $25,000. We're just bringing a number out there, okay? And Hamstar says, okay, maybe it's $15,000, maybe it's $20,000, but set a budget. Number two, are you trading in a car? Now, a lot of people out there, here's what's great about the Bob Worman franchise, dealerships, excuse me, they're not a franchise, they're dealerships. You can actually bring your vehicle in, and they will appraise your car and give you a free Carfax on any vehicle you bring in for trade. Think about that. And you're going, I have a 1998 Ford Escort, for the sake of discussion, and it's got 100,000 miles on it. The car is worth something. You go, well, I'm going to sell it. Okay, number one, go to your online services, try to sell it yourself. People will tell you that they're coming out. You know a vehicle like that, you know, may be worth X. Let's just say, for the sake of discussion, $1,500. Okay, now you've got to wait for somebody to call, wait for someone to get the money, wait, and then they're going to say what kind of guarantee. Then they're going to try to barter down the price. Why not bring it into Schaumburg Kia at 1100 East Gulf Road, let them run it through the paces, give you a Carfax report on it, and say, here's what the vehicle's worth. Let's think about that. A couple of things happening here. Let's say the vehicle may be worth to them $1,200. Let's think about that. Okay? You walk in, and you're done. Notice that silence. Okay, now you go and sell the car. Okay, type it up, look it up, write the disclaimer, put it in. You can do it. It's not difficult. It's just time-consuming. Place it in next week's paper. Now you're a week behind. And as you know, vehicles, you know, depreciate in time. Yours may be stabilized with that type of vehicle that it is. And then people come out and say, I'll give you $1,000 cash. You're so frustrated, you take it. Not only did you lose money on it, but then you've lost 2 to 3 weeks trying to sell the vehicle. Think about that. Okay, so now you've decided you're going to trade in the car. They've given you a price for your vehicle. Now you're going to decide if you're going to purchase, or number two, you're going to lease. And let's say if you're looking at a $1,500 car, license, taxes, and titles is $1,000, and your vehicle trade-in was $1,200, you have a $200 surplus on a Kia Rio. And now, if you want to buy it with just your down payment of your used vehicle, your payment is over 3 years, about $479 a month. That's just a barometer. Whatever financing you're getting, like, wow, Steve, it's almost $500 a month. Well, sure. You're talking about financing, you know, $14,000 over 3 years, 36 months. You know, it's going to be up there. Well, number two, think about leasing. And here's the beauty of that. At the end of 3 years, you could still buy the car. And let's say the end of term residual on that vehicle, we'll just keep using the Kia Soul. End of term residual after 3 years is $9,000. And your payment was $169 a month. And it could be lower, it could be higher. I'm just giving you a barometer. But if you're not thinking about leasing today, a brand new 2013 Kia Optima, Kia Soul, Kia Sportage, Hamster, which one do you like? He likes the Soul. Okay. I mean, obviously, all the Hamstars love the Souls. But, you know, think about it as the number two thing that you want to do. The number two thing is lease. Now, at the end of 3 years, Was it the right color? Was it the right size? Did you get a 2-door, needed a 4-door? Did you get a 4-door, really wanted a 2-door? At the end of a 3-year lease, you have the right to purchase that vehicle at a pre-negotiated price. Now you can write your check for $9,000 and it's yours. What a beautiful, almost free test drive for 3 years, anywhere from $139, $169, $199 a month. All great lease specials going on today, every day, at Schaumburg Kia, 1100 East Gulf Road, Schaumburg, Illinois, 60173. You know what? Go to Woodfield, drop your husband off, come over here, go shopping. I always make light of that because we always know, 9 out of 10 times the woman will make that final decision. So let her come over here and go shopping. You guys go up to, all the sporting goods stores up there and walk through the shopping center, get a cup of coffee, and the missus or the significant other can come over here and talk with anybody at Schaumburg Kia. We're going to put that number back up on the screen real quick. We like that number. And so you can always give a call to Schaumburg Kia at 1-847-908-0502 and just always say, you know what, real easy to do business with. Now, in the second half of our show, we're moving back on to Blog Talk Radio, if you will, with Hamstar. We'd like to say thanks to Hamstar this morning for joining us. We'd like to say thank you to Kia Motors for being a proud partner of the Chicago Blackhawks, and also to Kia Motors, again, having a Smart Move sales event. And this Kia right behind me, right here, you can see this sticker. I'm pointing to it. Built in the USA. Keep it American, proud and strong, Kia Motors. Thank you, Kia Motors. Hey, we're going to take a short break. And again, you got a question? Go to Kia Motors and take a look at the corporate company. But if you want to go and get the best deal on the car of your choice and a deal of a lifetime, go to www.schaumburgkia.com. We're going to put that back up on the screen one more time and say, let me take a look right there what they have. It sounds like a nice thing. Pull that back up, www.schaumburgkia.com, and take a look at the whole inventory and go from there. I'm Steve Tomaszewski. A special thanks to all the Bob Borman dealership groups out there today. We appreciate it. God bless you. God bless our soldiers. And we always say, if you can't stand behind our troops, I suggest you stand in front of them. Come on out to Schaumburg Kia, 1100 East Gulf Road. Ask for Kirk Blankenberg out here today. Any one of the salespeople, friendly place to be. Get some popcorn, get some hot dogs, get a cup of coffee, test drive a car, drive home today from Schaumburg Kia. We'll be right back with the Soldiers Family TV and Radio Talk Show right after this message.